Childhood friend doesn't know my son is named after him and I've been avoiding telling him, so I grew up in a terrible home, and one of the only people who I actually looked up to and who treated me nicely was the older boy next door who would watch me when my parents were busy. A lot of my better childhood memories come from spending time at his house. He introduced me to a lot of music/movies/games that shaped my taste and gave me my current hobbies, and I remember him very fondly. My dad got a job in the city when I was 12, we left my hometown, and I haven't seen him since. 6 years later, I left home and had a child. I didn't originally mean to name my son after anyone I knew personally, but when I was coming up with potential baby names, I remembered that friend, how much I'd liked him, and thought his name was a good one for a boy. It ended up being the only name I liked that my son's mom also approved of, so he now shares a name with my old babysitter. Fast forward another 12 years to present, I get a friend request from that friend on Facebook. We're still in the same county, and he mostly works from home but comes to my city every now and then. He offered to get lunch sometime and catch up, and I don't know how I'm supposed to tell him I have a preteen named after him without it sounding weird. Like, how would you react if some child you looked after when you were a teenager and who you have not spoken to in over 18 years grew up and named their son after you? I think made it worse by avoiding the topic altogether over text. I've only called my son by his nickname when talking about him, and I don't know if it sounds kind of like I lied or hid it from him if I tell him now at this point. I thought I had finally become a secure normal adult who can manage my anxiety, but here I am now, stressing. God help me.